You can feel it everywhere now. People are a lot more anxious and on edge. And this is showing up in almost every situation. You're stuck in rush hour traffic and the guy behind you's laying on his horn like you're the one who caused rush hour. Or you're waiting in line at the store and the cashier is moving as slow as molasses and now everybody behind you is looking at you like it's your fault. And even online, we see this. But people are so ready to go to war over a simple comment that was meant to be taken as a joke. Every morning that you wake up, your stress levels already at a 10. So even before you get out of bed, your fuse has already been lit. So now every little bump throughout that day, it's only going to make that fuse burn faster and hotter until sooner or later, people, you got to blow. And these days, doesn't take much. A door not being held open long enough, or a bump with no excuse me, or a neighbor uses the wrong tone with you. Now you guys got a problem. But see, it's never just about that one thing. It's usually about everything that came before that. It's that buildup of stuff. And you start to notice this pattern, so you become more guarded, especially how you choose to interact with other people. So now at work, you're more cautious and you measure every word you say. And even at home, you start to just tiptoe around certain subjects and topics just to keep the peace in the house. And online, oh boy, you definitely hold back your real opinion because everybody's so defensive, willing to go to war over nothing. But see, all that, it just leads to more stress. The problem is we wake up stressed from bills and work and family and life. It's just nonstop, one thing after another. So when someone does go and snap, it looks like to us, it just happened. But in reality, it's probably been simmering for days, if not weeks. So that angry driver, the one who's laying on his horn, or that slow cashier, they weren't the real cause of our anger. That fuse had been lit and smoldering way before then. What do? Most of us choose to just keep going on with our lives and doing what we were taught to do. Work hard, pay the bills, vote, take care of our family. We do everything that we believe is right, but somehow in the end, we still get screwed. You go out and you set a monthly budget. You go to the store, but now all the prices are raised, so bye-bye budget. Or you follow a new rule at work, only to find out that it got changed 3 weeks ago and nobody bothered to tell you. Or you pay a bill and turn around and get another one with an added fee and no explanation. That happens to me all the time. And all these things compounded, they only cause more frustration. And it makes you want to hold on tighter to the few things that you still can control, your routine and your schedule, how you eat, little things. But people sometimes, even those will start to slip away from you. And when that happens, that frustration and anger turn into desperation and then into rage. And I've seen a lot of people just break or lose it completely. Because people, when you run out of options and anger is really your only choice, anger doesn't fix anything. It just feels good. It feels like you're in control. It feels like you finally did something, like you finally made a decision. But in reality, it doesn't change anything. Unfortunately, nowadays, social media has gone and rewarded this type of behavior. It no longer rewards the calm and the wise. It rewards the loudest, most ignorant voices out there. Beliefs over facts. That's the formula. Just click one angry post and 10 or 15 more pop right up. And if you stick around long enough and consume all that negativity, that negative energy sticks with you long after you stop scrolling. So now you got this following you around in your life on top of all the other stuff that you got going on. And you're not even aware of it. So now a simple disagreement, well, what was once a simple disagreement, feels like a full-fledged fight about to start, even before anybody's ever opened their mouth. And people are ready and they're amped and they're hyped and they're anxious and wound up. And everybody's walking around like that. This whole system is rigged to keep us on edge and at each other's throats, whether we are online or not. But see, people, it wasn't always like this. We used to have places to go to vent that frustration and anger. I can remember sitting on the porch and talking, or sitting in a truck after work and talking, just venting, or going to the bar. Remember Cheers? Everybody knows your name. We used to have a lot of places like that. Go there and you were welcomed and people were happy you came, and they're all gone now. You know? And as those places have started to disappear, our circles that supported us have shrank too. And that left less and less places and less people for that frustration and anger to get helped or get vented to. So now it just kind of stays there and builds up and ferments until it doesn't. And when it comes out, it usually lands on the people closest to us, whether they've earned it or not, or it'll show up at some inappropriate time. Just remember, there was a time when we'd meet new people and just automatically extend a certain amount of trust. The thinking was that most people meant well. So even if they messed up some, you give them a second chance, but not now. We assume the worst from the very minute we meet somebody, and we assume that from everything. Government, media, institutions, doesn't matter. Now every interaction starts off with doubt. And people, I'll tell you from experience, you can't have a real conversation or build a relationship like that. Just won't work. When that trust is gone and every conversation starts with suspicion, it's easy for anger to slide in and take over. But in reality, people, if you think about it, anger is mostly a useless emotion, unless, of course, it's directed toward a real problem. But when anger is your only way out, your only option, it never works. It doesn't fix anything. And all anger does is wear us down and divide families and turn friends into strangers and strangers into enemies. Now, we can't control the system. We know that. But what we do have control over is ourselves and our decisions. Now, anger can either build a wall or break one down. Which ones are going to be for you? And maybe it's just me. But I think we already have enough walls built. And maybe it's time we start breaking some of them down. You have any thoughts or comments or anything you'd like to add to this? Please, by all means, drop them down below and let's talk about them. Because here at Man to Man, this is where we have those tough conversations that we may not want to have, but that we definitely need to have. And we need to have a lot more of them, especially now. The way things are going out there and how everybody is, got to start coming up with some solutions. I've always wondered why people have gotten progressively angry over time. I guess there are a lot more reasons than what I was aware of. You know me, I would have blamed it all on social media. I would have been wrong. Again, hey people, let me say this too. I thank you for all the comments and suggestions and support. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. I learned so much from you guys. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. But hey, at any rate, I'm Unc. Take care of yourself and each other. Kindness, love, respect. World really needs a whole hell of a lot more of these right now. But at any rate, I'll catch you guys in the next one.